I don't have to tell you that things are getting expensive. Really expensive. That's why I was really happy to see that GrubHub came out with an email today saying that they were upping pay for drivers, raising the per mile rate that drivers would be making. So one would expect that you can probably make more money doing it. So what I'm going to do today is go out, drive around, do a couple orders. Not too many orders because gas is not cheap, but I'm gonna drive around, see how much money I can make. We're not doing a mission today, so I probably won't be making that crazy $37 an hour, but I think hopefully if the pay adjustment is correct, then we should be making a solid $20+ an hour, but all we can do is go out and find out for ourselves. So make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you wanna see more side hustle content, and with that, let's dive straight into this thing. Specifically speaking, GrubHub is offering increased per mile distance pay for everyone across the nation, and they were adjusting it based on how much gas prices had increased in your area, which for me and probably everyone else was a lot. They also promised things like extra in-app missions, which can help you earn a lot of bonus money, and also made a promise about additional pay that would come at the end of the week based on the number of miles that you've driven. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be making anything extra after this video is put out, but it's very possible based on what I'm reading here. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I turned the app on and was a little bit skeptical, but after sitting there for just a few minutes, I got this order. Yup, $23 to go 4.5 miles. Wow, okay. Maybe they did change the pay a little bit. I'm at a loss for words right now. And just like that, you best believe I was absolutely running into this restaurant. Now, I will admit that the order was pretty large, so that probably contributed to the high payout, but they had the food ready right on time. And large or small, I didn't care because I was on my way to make some serious cash. Now, I did get stuck in some traffic along the way, but even with that holdup, we still made excellent time for an excellent starting rate. All right, well, $23 in 20 minutes. You can't beat that, folks. I know last time I talked about this ridiculous pace that I started out on. Right now, we're on, close to a $75 an hour pace. If I could keep that up all night, I would do this thing full time. But regardless, we're gonna see what our next order is. I haven't gotten it yet, so hopefully it comes pretty soon. And if it's anything like that first one, we'll be rocking and rolling. Strangely enough, after I did this first delivery, GrubHub sent me an email as if it was my first delivery ever, asking how my experience was, which it wasn't my first delivery, but you best believe that I told them that it greatly exceeded my expectations, as did this next order. Another absolutely fantastic one. Nothing crazy like the first one, but still a solid amount of money for not too many miles driven. You guys might actually remember Big Shakes. That's the restaurant I did in my hot chicken video where they served us the Executioner chicken, and I nearly died eating it. It was a miserable experience, but this was a pretty positive experience because the food was ready after just 2 or 3 minutes of sitting at the restaurant. And so after another quick drive and a flawless drop off, we were done with order number 2. Okay, now listen, I could just be getting lucky because 2 orders is a pretty small sample size at this point, but I've gotta say, it does appear that GrubHub adjusted their pay to some extent because these first 2 orders have been phenomenal. I mean, that first one was crazy. This second one was just a really, really solid order. And through 1 hour, I have made $36. So, I mean, you can't complain about that whatsoever. Again, am I getting lucky? Maybe. But it's a Thursday night, and traditionally Thursday nights are the absolute worst time to do food delivery, at least in my experience. So I would say so far, it's so good. And I gotta admit, things stayed so good. Look at this thing, $17. You never see this kind of stuff on DoorDash. So I was on my way to the Great Wall of China. I'm not gonna lie, I sat out there taking this nice video of the sign out front because I thought the food wouldn't be ready. I mean, it was a pretty large order with a lot of food in it, and I had zoomed over there, but yeah, the food was ready. So I'm the idiot for standing outside for so long. And once I dropped the food off, I had about a 5-mile run from the front door of this person's house back to the road, but you best believe that I was running because I had gotten another order. Yes, another $15+ order. So I was on my way right back to the Great Wall to pick up some more smiley food, which had me smiling as well. And once I was done with that delivery, I switched from Chinese to pizza, and I was running into this restaurant too. They didn't have the food ready, but they did have some pretty awesome music. music playing, which I will not be playing for you because I don't want a copyright claim on this video. But regardless, this last order wasn't an incredible one by any means. However, it was right on the way back to my house, so I figured that if I was going to have to cut it off, I might as well make some money as I do it. So once again, another near perfect delivery. I was already almost home, and I was very pleased with how the night had gone. Okay, well, there we are. Just under 2.5 hours after we started, we have completed 5 deliveries. I know that's not a lot. I actually wasn't planning on going out at all tonight, but when I got the news that they had changed the pay, I knew I had to squeeze something in. So I hope you enjoyed watching me go out and make the money, but I know you still got to find out how much money I actually made. And fun fact, I do too, because I have no idea what I've made. I'm going to check once I get home, but I'm going to wait to update you guys till the morning when it's a little brighter, because I know you come to these videos to see my beautiful face. But don't click off of the video yet, because not only are you going to find out how much I made, but I also want to share some really important thoughts I have with you, and I think it's going to be awesome. So 3, 2, 1, and just like that, I am back in high definition. I hope you enjoy it a little bit more than that dark, dingy clip. But regardless, I am here to tell you how much money I made, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it is a lot. So over the course of literally almost exactly 2.5 hours, I made $82, which when you do some quick math on that comes out to over $32 an hour. Now, this is absolutely insane, because if you remember my $37 an hour Grubhub challenge, that was with a $35 bonus for completing a mission. I made $37 an hour by getting that massive bonus. I made $32 an hour last night, not getting any bonus at all, just getting amazing order after amazing order. And when you break it down, it actually gets really interesting, because my expectation was that with this adjustment, the base pay would be a lot higher. However, I actually made $56 of that total money in tips. So well over half of my money came from tips, and that's over an $11 average per order on tips. So I don't know if it's just the customer base that was using Grubhub, or if Grubhub changed something regarding how people tip. I'm not really sure. But again, even though Grubhub changed their pay scale, I didn't see much difference in the actual base pay. The tips were incredible though. Now, I will say, they also, as I mentioned earlier, talked about paying out something for mileage. I don't know what that's going to look like. It said that it would come at the end of the week. So I may be making even a little bit more money, which again is just crazy. So I do want to say, first of all, I appreciate it greatly, Grubhub. You are the first company to come out and say, yes, we recognize that prices are going up on everything. We recognize that you're feeling it at the pump, and we want to take care of you as our drivers. DoorDash has been silent. Uber Eats has been silent. And not only that, but you never, ever, and I repeat this, you never, ever see these kinds of orders, $15, $17, $20 orders on DoorDash or Uber Eats. It just does not happen. In fact, on DoorDash, they would have hidden those tips every single time. So I really must say that Grubhub is impressing me a lot lately. They seem like they, of all the companies, actually care the most about their drivers. And I've talked about how the orders can take a little bit time to get ready, and that's okay if you're going to be making $20 in 20 minutes. I mean, you can't beat that. So yes, obviously gas prices are going way up, and what would have normally cost $3 or $4 an hour to drive around now costs probably $5 or $6. But even if you factor in $6 an hour worth of built-in expenses when you're operating, I mean, I hardly used even a quarter tank of gas, which now that costs like $100 to fill up a quarter tank. It still was very worth it to me, because if you knock off $6 from 32, I'd still be making $26 an hour in profits, and that is phenomenal. So like I've said in a couple of my previous videos, I'm definitely going to be giving Grubhub a lot more looks here in the future, because it just seems to me to be the superior app. It is absolutely crazy that I once made a video and got 0 orders and made $0 and gave up on Grubhub for weeks. It's kind of like that picture of the miner that's mining away and he's about to get to all of the riches, and then he gives up at the absolute last second. That was me. I almost found out how amazing Grubhub was, but I gave gave up just a little bit too soon. So I will be doing it a lot in the future, and I'm very excited about that because I do think I can actually continue to do food delivery as long as I continue making those insane hourly rates. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope maybe you feel inspired to go out and try this yourself. Who knows? Maybe you'll make as much money as I did or even more. I want to hear about it in the comments. Let me know your food delivery experiences. And of course, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, do all of those amazing things that you guys are so awesome about. I appreciate you guys so much. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.